And this brings me to one of the greatest pleasures I will have this evening. And that is to introduce a very talented and gifted composer. A man who publicly really needs no introduction at all. Composer of Godspell, Pippin, and the composer of one of Tyler's favorite musicals, Wicked. If I heard that CD once, I'm dating myself, I heard that a million times on all my car trips. And I'm grateful for the fact that it was quite pleasing to my ear also. So thank you so much for doing that. But something that you might not know about our guest tonight is that he is a man who privately has been a great friend and supporter of the Tyler Clementi Foundation from the very beginning. As a man of deep compassion and understanding, he is someone who sees the great need to continue the conversation that was started in September of 2010 to promote safe, inclusive, and respectful spaces and social environments for all vulnerable youth. And as he has also worked tirelessly to collaborate with 7 and now 8 other composers, as well as 1 librettist, to produce an amazing and powerful piece of music called Tyler's Suite. Tyler's Suite premiered in San Francisco in March, and we have some wonderful people from our San Francisco Gay Men's Chorus here to join us also tonight. Yay! We commissioned Tyler's Suite, and there are 6 co-commissioning choruses, so it's coming across the country. It'll be in a musical venue near you real soon, including New York in June of 2015. So thank you so much for giving us the beautiful musical gift to help us continue this much-needed conversation. After all, what better way is there to change hearts and minds than through music? Music that speaks right to the heart. So it is my great honor to introduce my friend, Stephen Schwartz.
When I worked with the other composers on Tyler's Suite, I learned something that seems obvious, and yet it hadn't really occurred to me before, which is that it's all too easy to think of Tyler Clementi as a symbol or a cause, but which of course he has become for us. But what I realized when the details about Tyler were captured in the suite, some of them, that we're also talking about a very specific individual person who had talents, who had dreams, who had idiosyncrasies, who had desires, who had hopes, and those are things that are not with us anymore. He was someone who had much to give to the world. He was someone who would have had people who loved him, new people who hadn't met him yet, who loved him and he would love back. And the loss of that specific person is very poignant, as one of the writers very eloquently put it in the piece he wrote for Tyler's Suite. He had songs we haven't heard. And therefore, when we think about Tyler and other people who need to be helped, people we don't even know about, kids we don't even know about, who may not even know it themselves, who may be helped by the Tyler Clementi Foundation, we need to remember that these are individual people, and any one human being who gets saved by this foundation, that's a really valuable contribution to our world and to that particular individual's family and his or her family to come. And that's why I am so passionate in support of this organization, so appreciative for this recognition, but more appreciative for the presence of all of you in this room who are supporting the work that this foundation is doing and will do on behalf of other Tyler Clementis, who we hope will live very, very long and productive and happy lives. Thanks.